El Clasico is one of the biggest events in sports history. It's a legendary match between two Spanish football giants, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. El Clasico is renowned for its fantastic goals, fierce brawls, and passionate supporters. The vicious rivalry between the two clubs promotes an atmosphere of absolute loathing among the teams and among the fans. Over 500 million people from all around the world tune in to watch El Clasico, but many people are unaware of the illustrious history behind the El Clasico rivalry. For many Spanish citizens, El Clasico is more than just a game. The rivalry between Spain's two most successful clubs has an intense social, political, and cultural agenda that dates back to the Spanish Civil War of the 1930s, and both clubs have been greatly influenced by the fascist regime that emerged in the aftermath. Spain's fascist government had many encounters with Barcelona and Real Madrid, and the exchange between the government and the two clubs deepened the significance of El Clasico. It was 1899 when FC Barcelona was founded in Barcelona, the capital city of Catalonia. Just 3 years later, Real Madrid was founded in Madrid, the capital city of Spain. Both clubs were successful in their individual campaigns in their early days. They occasionally played against each other in La Liga, the top professional league in Spain, and in the Copa del Rey, the King's Cup. The exchange between the two clubs was heated and competitive, but it was nothing compared to what it would become later. The outbreak of the Spanish Civil War inevitably changed the relationship between FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. In July 1936, a coup was planned by nationalists to overthrow the Second Spanish Republic and gain complete control of Spain. Ultimately, the coup failed and a civil war began between the right-wing nationalists and the left-wing Republicans. General Franco became the leader of the nationalists and united them under Spain's fascist party. He would go on to lead the nationalists to victory against the Republicans in 1939. During the 3 years of war, Franco received support from the likes of Hitler and Mussolini. Germany and Italy supplied Franco's troops with ammunition, tanks, and planes. It was Mussolini's forces that aided Franco with bombing the city of Barcelona in 1938. There were approximately 3,000 casualties as a result of the air raid. Barcelona would not be captured until January 1939, when Franco launched a major offensive attack on the Catalan city. Catalonia was one of the last areas that Franco captured. This led to extreme pressure on the Republican forces, and eventually they surrendered Madrid to the nationalists in late March. The war ended on April 1, 1939. General Francisco Franco was in control of Spain until his death in 1975. During this time of internal war, Spanish football was greatly affected. On August 6, 1936, Josep Sunyol, the president of Football Club Barcelona, was murdered by Franco's forces while he was visiting Republican troops. Sunyol was a known Republican and his death caused an uproar. At that crucial turning point, Sunyol became a martyr for the club and for Catalonia. During the 1930s, FC Barcelona was already becoming a symbol of Catalonia. The people used FC Barcelona as a channel to express their Catalan identity. Before the war, Catalonia was an autonomous province of Spain that supported the Republican cause. After Franco took control, he ended their autonomy and suppressed Catalan nationalism. The Catalan flag was banned from the public, use of the Catalan language was outlawed, and most Catalan culture was strictly prohibited. All that was left was football. Preceding the Spanish Civil War, Real Madrid had ties to the Spanish monarchy under King Alfonso XIII, who granted them the title of Real, which means royal in English. However, after Franco seized control of Spain, Real Madrid began to identify with Franco's regime. General Franco was an ardent fan of football, and he aligned himself and his administration with Real Madrid. He not only loved the club, but he also loved what the club symbolized. Real Madrid overall represented Franco's Spain, the strength of Madrid, the strength of centralized Spain, and the strength of a homogeneous and traditional identity. Real Madrid became the dictator's team, or the regime team, and they were rewarded with favored treatment by the government. The Spanish Professional Football League was put on hiatus until the end of the war. When the league was resumed, the two clubs were completely transformed. FC Barcelona became a representation of the Catalan freedom fighters, and Real Madrid were the symbol of Franco's centralized regime.
Los Blancos versus Blaugrana is no mere game of football. It contrasts identity, character, heritage, the very souls of Spain's two biggest cities.